Batman is a plot merchant. Yeah, I'm antagonizing the Bat. In every single storyline where Batman is on the streets, is in Gotham. You know what I'm saying? He's dealing with his rogues gallery of Killer Croc, the Joker, Penguin, the Riddler, you know, Bane, all of these characters, right? That is when he's in his element. But in any other circumstance, once we start talking about Justice League Batman, Batman who's dealing with people way above his weight class, it was fun. It was cool. But then it started to be contrived. It started to be kind of nonsensical. And not in the sense that, oh, I don't believe Batman can do it. But it makes you wonder if now Batman is dealing with Superman villains or Superman level villains. Let me be frank. So like superhuman General Zod villain, Lex Luthor with his battle suit, the person who's punching up with Superman, Brainiac. If Batman can punch up to that weight class, once we bring him back to Gotham and he starts struggling against Bane, we start to ask ourselves, why are you struggling against this man's? He ain't even that tough compared to what you just fought the previous issue. And and what I mean about he's a plot merchant is that it is only when the plot is on his side. Once you put him in a situation where the plot's on his side, he gets no diffed. I just saw the DCKO, the recent crossover event where everybody's versing multiple different people. He got no diffed by the Joker. The Joker. He was getting ready to be in a multiversal battle against top tiers. He had his Justice League suit where he fights the Justice League, where he can hypothetically fight the Justice League. And as a matter of fact, that's actually what happened when I think the Justice League members got controlled. And then he had that battle suit and he fought Wonder Woman and Superman. Which, by the way, to just interject from what I was saying earlier, he wasn't winning with that suit. He was getting maxed out primarily by most of the heavy hitters in Superman and Wonder Woman. But the point stands that the suit, which is the 1.0 version, the one that he wears in the DCKO event, is the 2.0, right? Just making you understand that. And Joker with a harpoon gun no diff that man. And then you look at the you're like, oh, wow, that surprised me. That shocked me. This is Batman we're talking about. How could he be taken out like that? You know? And not to say that he died. He had a backup plan to survive, but he's a plot merchant. If he is not, it's like the writers use Batman as a MacGuffin to kind of I don't know, flex how much they're willing to, or they're trying to exercise or stress test how much us as a reader are willing to accept. I was already looking at Batman Wild where he fell out of space onto Earth with nothing but his regular suit, and he survived that. What? What are we doing? But in the same breath, he getting no diff by Bane.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, I didn't mean no diffed by Bane. I meant he goes mid to high diff against Bane. Bane is one of his most like high end combatant opponents. When he fights Bane 1v1, he's always struggling against that man. He had a whole moment with that dude in a few comic issues not just a few, but comic issues prior. Bane was running Gotham for multiple different reasons. Obviously, there's context involved, but Bane was a threat, and Batman needed to jump him with Catwoman. But what are we doing? What are we doing? That man fell from space in one comic run, and then the next comic run, he going 2v1 against Bane. And I'm not wanting to disrespect Bane. I'm just trying to say Bane is not of the caliber that Batman is punching up towards. He shouldn't be. But he ends up always being that caliber. They want us to take someone like Bane seriously, someone like Joker seriously, someone like the Penguin seriously, someone like the Riddler seriously. And then Batman fights opponents that you would assume or should be at a higher caliber to that degree. Comic issues later. Bane, not juiced up venomed up Bane, just Bane. Combat genius Bane. But in the same breath he has like, what are we talking about? He's a plot merchant. I had a conversation with one of my close friends where he said he believes Batman can take out anybody with prep time. No, Batman can take out anybody when the writers got his back. Because what does prep time even mean? I feel like Spider-Man beats his enemies with prep time. The first time he fights Elektra, whether it be the TV series, the movies, or the comics, he loses because I don't know, his web shooters get destroyed and he almost gets murked but survives and then has to prep for fighting Electro. And now post that comic issue where Electro is introduced, he's not an issue anymore, or he's barely an issue. Or Electro has to have more electricity or has to get some sort of upgrade for him to be an issue for Spider-Man again. Most villains, when dealing with superheroes, kind of need prep time. I ended up getting distracted because of something else. I'm going to finish up my statement by trying to finish. I'm going to finish up what I was trying to say. Prep time is basically the formula for every single conflict, for every single hero that faces a villain for the first time. And once you acknowledge that and recognize that no villain in any comic, movie, or show gets beaten first time unless it's a D-lister, even then some D-listers manage to get one on the hero because they have a unique ability that the hero doesn't understand. And then, okay, I have preparation, I understand the ability now, then they win. Once you acknowledge that, you realize that Batman is now being given this degree of, like, it's not prep time anymore, it's plot. He's a plot merchant. Like, you give Spider-Man prep against someone like the Lizard, someone like the Goblin. Cool, that makes sense. You feel me? He just lacked context in order to get the victory. But there's no amount of prep time you can give Spider-Man to make him fight Galactus, Thanos. There's no amount of prep time that can help Spider-Man fight, I don't know, Asgardian level opponents. You know, people be underestimating Spider-Man because he's stronger than he lets on. But come on now, he's not dealing with Asgardian level threats. Loki, Hela, like, what are we talking about? God Butcher, whoa, you feel me? But Batman, the equivalent, Batman can. You give him prep time and now he can. Oh, he's a super genius. He's a super genius. He can build anything, blah, blah, blah. He's a millionaire. I'm sorry. Stop. 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 Jeff Bezos has a bigger net worth than Bruce Wayne. And you do not see Jeff Bezos building suits of armor that can be comparable to a group of people that can take on the world, bro. Maybe he does. Who knows? I don't know. But point being, he doesn't have a lot of money to realistically do the stuff that he's doing. Like that, but that's a conversation for the other time. Let's assume that he does. He's a multi-billionaire, right? He's a trillionaire. Let's just do that for Bruce. There's no amount of techno. This is the Dragon Ball effect. Oh, just give any scientist in Dragon Ball prep time and they can build androids that can take on planet busters. What? What? But that's the best part. At least with that, it's consistent. It's not just Bulma. It's not just Jiro. It's not just Hedo. That it just seems to be, if you're very, very intelligent, you're a scientist. Yeah, anyone can build. They need data, and they just need the resources, and they can just build robots that can go against the planet busters. But for some reason, this is specifically exclusive to Batman. Only Batman can do this. Like, what are we talking about? There's plenty of genius, and his intelligence is of his problem-solving skills. That's Batman's whole shtick. He's the best detective. He's not. the like when we talk about Iron Man and Mr. Fantastic, aka Reed Richards from the Marvel universe, they're super geniuses. Like Tony's a mechanic, but he also dabbles in other aspects of science. Reed is just an all-rounder. He's just good at everything. He can make anything. He can solve anything. You know what I'm saying? They have that type of intelligence, whereas Bruce's intelligence is problem-solving skills. He's a detective. His whole shtick is finding a solution to a problem, or finding the murderer, or looking for clues that most people can't look for. But now he's a mechanic too. Now he's a dang on super genius who understands the ins and outs of biology. What are we talking about? And then that intelligence makes him basically a threat to be compared to. I'm not gonna make the suggestion that he's a loser or he's weak. That infamous Captain Atom, I forgot what his name is, clip where he just starts disrespecting the mess out of Batman. Boom,
Boom.
you're dead.
You're
You know what I'm
dead.
saying? No, I'm not going to do that to my boy. I mess with Bruce, like I said at the beginning. If you keep him on the streets, you keep him in Gotham. Let him have some crossovers with some of the heavy hitters, and have him be the detective that solves the issue. Sure, I love that. That one Batman animated series and Superman animated series crossover, I love that crossover. Because Superman couldn't just brute force the Joker. Joker is a trickster. He's not the type to come in face value to fight you at full. He's gonna utilize every opportunity he can, trick you, utilize your weaknesses, all of that to make sure that you lose. And Batman knows that. So Batman comes in to be that mediator for Superman. You feel me? I love that. That's when Batman shines at his best. When his characteristics of being a good detective, always seeing the worst in people, but still being good at the end of the day, so utilizing that knowledge for good, and Superman's opposite, being always seeing the best in people, and also, you know what I'm saying, being physically strong. Like, it works when they mix it together to fight opponents in a unique way. But when you start bringing Batman into, like, I don't know, fist fight Doomsday. I know that's the animated series, that's the cartoon, but still, like, he's fighting Darkseid, not Doomsday. Darkseid. He's fighting Darkseid. I'm pretty sure he's fought Doomsday once or twice, not to win, but still. He's fought all these people, and then you want expect him to come back to Gotham to take on the Penguin, and then we gotta be like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be a tough one for Bruce. No, 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 no. He's a plot merchant. He's a plot merchant. Like, if we realistically had Bruce in situations like the if we put Bruce in any real high octane situations, he's dying more often than not. He gets saved by the plot. And you can say that about most superheroes, sure. But for Batman's case, the rate at which he would die in is a lot more than other superheroes gotta deal with. Like, the fact that Spider-Man has dealt with people that he can take out, he just be having his own character flaws that make it so that he can't do it, or he just be put in dilemmas that he has to battle with his morals with. For Bruce, yeah, when he's dealing with his Gotham opponents, sure, same argument. But now we're talking about he he fallen from space. What are we dude? What? Oh no, pack it up.